Good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be back for the Happy New Year 2026. And what a good year it's going to be, the year of the horse.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd love to introduce everyone. So me, I'm Charlotte Townley, Lady T. You are Petra Lewington. And on the end here, Taryn.
Bryan.
So we're going to go and start the new year with a massive
telling what we're talking about.
topic. Talk about pencils and all sorts of stuff. No, anyway, over to Perta.
So you can see we're none of us doing dry January.
Absolutely not.
But
We have good intentions.
we didn't have any nibbles tonight, and usually we have
I'd
loads of
say.
nibbles. It wasn't a nibble though, it's your tea.
It was lovely.
It was
And
a lovely
I made
soup.
it.
I ate some of her
Petra
lint
made.
chocolates, which she didn't know about.
She's a
bad box.
feeder.
Anyway,
Nice.
we've been talking for half an hour or so before we decided to switch on the camera. And we've talked about various different things, not just what we wanted to talk about tonight, but we've talked about things we wanted to talk about to each other as well. And we've decided that tonight, Taryn has an overwhelming urge to share her story with us, to share her
Life's experiences, isn't it?
and how she's come to here and everything else. And it might be a bit sad for her, but we all agreed that it would be a good one to share with you.
And it will be lovely to share with everyone, and we can then ask you questions like how you even sort of overcome things or how you dealt with it.
Yeah. So when I before I went through a spiritual awakening, I had a fairly reasonable sized business that was across the UK and was doing well for myself. I was married and 4 children and that sort of thing. And within months, my whole life collapsed. My ex-husband and I separated, and I lost the business. So I didn't lose the business, I sold the business, but how it was sold didn't quite go to plan. And so I'd gone from being Taryn, wife to blah blah, business owner and entrepreneur and all the rest. I mean, I'd win awards and all sorts of things, and really business minded, focused. That was my dream. I'd spent 20 years building the business, and within months it was just gone. I was earning really nice money, and the next thing it was gone, like pretty much nothing. And my whole identity. So when you go through a spiritual awakening, what happens is, because you're your mind, body and soul, your mind is your egoic mind, it's your survival mind, it's the thing that gives you the identity of the label, like I am Taryn, this, I do this, this and this, yeah, and I am this personality. And the thing is, that part of you can change all the time, it changes throughout your life. But a lot of people, they get stuck with this label, whatever the label might be. And when that identity is taken away from you, it feels like, you feel so much shame, guilt, failure, and all of these things. But the thing that I've learned through the whole process is that it's all, the shame and guilt is all built around an identity that you've created in your own mind of yourself. And the more and more that identity cracks, the more and more of your soul comes through, and the light comes through, and of who you truly are, your authentic self, and once you start stepping into that role more, no matter what your circumstances are, you just find so much joy in your life. So
Yeah, which is kind of what we were talking about when we decided that we'd do this tonight, isn't it?
yeah. So a lot of what people go through when they go through a spiritual awakening, because your egoic identity has to die, which actually can sometimes feel like,
So it's like an ego death that we've talked about previously, haven't we?
so a lot of people, people can go and research it, so if they're going through it themselves, people call it the dark night of the soul, they might call it an ego death, but it's basically, for a massive. So if you've really integrated yourself, like I was a business owner for 20 years, I'd spent my entire, adult life building this business and this whole identity around it. And I'd failed and I'd got up again and I'd failed and I'd got up again, but it was always around the same identity. And when that went, and it went completely, trust me, it was horrendous. Because I just felt completely worthless. There was nothing. Because
Did you feel very lonely?
Well, I spent the first 18 months of my awakening, I pretty much spent on my own in my house with my children. My children thought I was going nuts, because obviously I'd just changed hugely. And I started talking about stuff that they'd never heard me speak about before. And a lot of my friends and family around me thought I was going absolutely bat crazy. I thought I was going bat crazy. I honestly did. I thought, what the fuck has happened to me? And I just had no idea who I was anymore. And I was getting all these downloads of information that were so accurate about quantum physics and stuff like that. I'd ask questions, because you start asking different questions, and I'd get these downloads and I'd think, I don't even know what that term is. I don't even know what that means. And then, so downloads of information are, you just get a drop of information into your conscious mind that you think, fucking hell, that makes complete sense, and I understand it fully.
You don't know where it came from.
But you have no idea what the actual terms mean. So, I had a real strong download about string theory. I'd never heard of string theory before that. So I went and researched it, and I was like, fucking hell, it's an actual real thing. And then I'd also
What is string theory? Or is that off subject?
I've written it all down, because the thing is, because the download isn't your, my knowledge, I've written it all down.
Yeah, you have to, don't you?
Because but I was thinking, what the hell am I getting this information? What is it? What are all these things? And I'd get information about the Bible, that sort of thing, and I'd phone it, because I've got religious people in my family, and I'd be like, is this in the Bible?
Where's it from?
Is this even true? And they'd be like, oh yeah, this is a big part of the Bible. I was like, oh wow, okay. But yeah, so really weird shit started happening to me, and I was freaking out a little bit, but now it's sort of become a little bit more normal. But yeah, it was.
But now though, because you're handling things much differently.
Yeah, I'm not the same person.
And like you said, where say things you would say panic over or overthink.
Yeah.
And now you're dealing with it in a different, calmer approach.
I have no idea I've survived the last 4 years.
That's how long it's been, is it? 4 years?
Yeah, so...
And my question, I didn't want to interrupt you, was...
I did.
Did you and your husband split because you lost a business, or did you lose the business because you and your husband split, or were they just all coincidental?
Oh, it's just so much changed at that time.
And do you think that was the start of your awakening and you didn't even know?
I think, yeah, I changed a lot as a person. I obviously started talking about stuff that was a bit weird to my family.
Was that a conscious decision?
No, because to me it was weird. I was like, fucking,
what's going on?
I can make clouds disappear. I know this is going to sound crazy to you guys, right? And I've taught my children to do it, and you, yeah. And so people who don't know this information, they think that is fucking crazy talk, right? But I heard someone talk about it on something I was watching, because I was trying to work out what the hell was going on wrong with, what was happening to me. And they said that you can manipulate your reality. You can, you have a choice. You have a conscious choice to be able to change your reality. And people can move tins.
Well, your
and
daughter's
foil.
doing candlelight, isn't she? Candle flame.
Yeah, and stop wind and stuff like that. So I can do it with leaves as well. Like, you know, when you can move leaves with your
that
hands.
could be quite
energy.
handy. I've got quite a few leaves out the front.
Of a leaf blower.
It's not that strong.
Tearing the leaf blower.
But it's like realising that everything's energy and vibration and frequency, and we aren't even aware how powerful that is around us. So once I started to learn that information, I thought, oh, I'll test it out and try it out, you know. And then, so I would come home and say to my husband, like, I can make clouds disappear. Like, fucking hell, come and have a look at this. Look what, you know. And he'd just be like...
Do you think you're like absolutely like cuckoo?
Yeah, I think everyone thought I was just going back crazy. And then I
did. I'd only just met you when you told me about that. And I thought, why would you even want to do that? And then I got out the shower and walked down the landing past a big window and saw some little clouds, and I thought I'm going to give it a go, and one went. The one I was concentrating on, obviously. I phoned you, didn't I? I was like, I can do it.
Yeah.
But
anyone can.
Can you do it though all the time with the clouds, or is it on certain...
You can't do great big huge black thunderclouds.
No, but you could do like little ones.
Yeah, so you
And
start
if you
off with
choose
little
one,
ones
if you
and then
choose
get bigger ones.
Yeah, but if you choose one where there's a few others nearby and just the one you're concentrating on goes, the others all stay.
They all stay.
Because people say, oh, it's the wind or it's just coincidence.
Okay.
And you go, well, why haven't all the other fucking ones blown away
Yeah,
then?
I see.
Because it's only the centre one. So if I do it in front of people, because I do find it quite funny to do it in front of, if they're curious about it. And they all, you can see the like.
But so like...
I did it to our carpenter, Max, who's Dane's mate out there. And he was standing there, he went, oh my God, it's going, oh my God.
It does, yeah.
So you know, like when you're
really
doing it, like
fun.
say to traffic, you get, you know, like if you're sitting in traffic, you go flow, move, I do this move, and it flows. But it wasn't tonight, was it? So why didn't it do it tonight?
Because you're in a rush. You weren't going, oh, you know what, it doesn't matter, I'll get there when I get there. Because the more you're in a rush, you're going to rush. You're going to have something to rush about.
Yes, get it.
Because it's a completely different vibration, isn't it?
Yeah,
oh,
'cause
I'm
I
running
was like,
late,
oh.
I'm in a rush.
I do it when I'm in a rush. Sometimes I say, right, I'm in a rush, I've got to get there, I've not got long, make
So
all
now
the
I
traffic
just say, let the traffic flow, because it's all calm and blue, all peaceful and nice, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm not in a rush.
You know what I say to
Not
myself
rushing.
with that sort of thing? I go, I'm obviously meant to be held back at the moment because there's something that might harm me further down the road, or, you know, prevent me from being where I need to be when I need to be there. And then all of a sudden you're just like, well, I'm not really that bothered, sort of thing. So
when I was sitting there going,
yeah, because being in a rush, you're going to have things that make you be in a rush.
Back up against you.
help me.
It's a completely different vibration,
No,
isn't
I was
it?
getting a little bit like,
Yeah.
come on guys. Help me out.
Yeah.
Moving on from that one.
Yeah, so where were we at?
Your story.
Yeah, your story about just how you sort of grew apart, because you said it was all coincidental at the same time.
It all happened at the same time. So lost the business. Me and my ex-husband separated. Lost my house that I was living in. Lost everything, basically, car, everything, and was made homeless. So I decided, because by that time I was like 18 months in, and I had quite a strong faith in that everything will be okay, and because I'd survived. Trust me, it was incredible how I'd survived that time, and I'm not saying it was easy, but miracles, it just seemed like absolute miracles had happened. So I ended up, because at that time I was living up north, and I moved down south, and I was being a bit stubborn because I've got a family that would have helped me out financially and everything else, but because of all the shame and the guilt and the embarrassment and everything else, I didn't want to ask them for help in that way. So I wanted to sort of sort it out myself, really. And I moved down here and got put into temporary housing from the council, which was honestly, my ego was going absolutely bat crazy. And I'd heard I'd never ever dealt with the council in that sort of situation before, and I'd heard absolute horror stories of how, horrible it can be. But I had, honestly, blessing after blessing after blessing. So my kids didn't know we were homeless. They were used to travelling and staying in the hotels across the country and that, so they thought we were just on a little trip. With my fishbowl. I can remember because all the housing stuff was in storage, right? And we just... So
you had your fish in the bowl?
Yes. I just remember, because I'm trying to make out to the children that this is fucking normal, right? So, oh my God.
The fish are right.
So we're staying in, I can't remember what it was if it was a travel lodge or something like that. And so all this, like 5-bedroom house, everything's gone into storage. We've literally got our clothes. I had a fish tank with my fish, because I was going to bring my fish back down south. A lamp that I didn't want to put into storage because I didn't want it to be damaged. And
did you have the cats and your dog then?
And my plants, yeah. So a friend of mine looked after the cat and dog, and my brother helped me with my cat and that. So I mean, it was just so many blessings, because that sort of went fairly easy as well. But I just remember like moving into this travel lodge, or what, I can't remember what it was, with all this stuff, and my kids are just going along with it.
Like the lamp. There was a lamp, all right.
They're not even questioning. I had all my plants because I was.
Put them in storage.
Put them in storage, and then
I can't for the life of me imagine why you'd want to keep fish or plants.
Because they were my life.
Yeah.
When you've lost everything, trust me, those things have meaning to you. When
Could you? I suppose it's something, because especially if your brother or your family had the cats and the dog and whatever. I suppose at least that was something that you could just keep.
Yeah, so
Fish don't live for that long anyway, do they?
Not
I
when
ended
you're
up
travelling
because
from travel lodge to travel lodge.
what I realised was that I wasn't going to be going straight into accommodation, and I thought, right, I've got to rehome these fish. So we did go and rehome them up north, but it didn't. I can just remember walking in with this sloshing fish tank. But the thing is, I was happy. I wasn't stressed. I wasn't. You can ask my kids, like, they weren't thinking, oh fucking hell, what's going on?
Yeah. I thought it was not a holiday.
I was like, you know what? I know this is really
High Street.
Stayed at the travel lodge today, mate.
I know this is really challenging, but I thought, you know what? I know I'm going to be okay. Yeah. I know that this is working out for me. And then we got down south, and we were put into a really, really lovely Airbnb, like seriously lovely. And we had people coming and cleaning it and all sorts, because it was part of the deal. Mm-hmm. The council were brilliant.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
Like,
really
seriously brilliant. And I just kept thinking, oh my gosh, like the situation I'm in, and how other people have struggled through it. I am just being blessed, and my family were going, bloody hell, how the hell you just get blessing after blessing. And then I ended up in a house that had been decorated, carpeted, basically ready to move in. It was. Is
that the one next to Wendy's now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've just rebuilt my life from there, and obviously you have to pay your rent and your bills and everything else. But a lot of people think, oh, if you're in temporary housing, you just get everything for free.
No, you don't.
But you don't. You have to. Obviously, as you earn money, and I was rebuilding my house, I just ended up paying more and more and more until you get to a point where you're just paying rent like you would anywhere else.
Okay.
But I mean, I was put next to my neighbour, who is absolutely lovely, and my other neighbours are really lovely, and I just think, what a blessing in such a time that could have been.
Could have been awful.
Because Wendy was anxious, because remember she said before, like, I think she'd lived there before, she'd before Taryn had moved in, and she's going, oh, like, I wonder what the neighbours going to be like. You know, there's new neighbours moved in, and then you're like the best of friends.
Yeah, we are, and also my neighbours around me as well are really lovely.
That's nice.
And you built a life there, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be staying there. I think I can feel a shift.
I can feel a farm coming on.
Yeah, a farm coming on. But I sort of think back and I think to myself, I've just been blessed with people, like the people that I've dealt with in the council, the friends that I've made, and I've, you know, as much as my whole identity is completely cracked and the whole experience has humbled me hugely, I can't see how it could have been any better. No, really.
So sort of from feeling where you could have thought, wow, this is rock bottom, and actually it wasn't, because you've just escalated from there and learned everything you are today.
When did that
Well, it was
start?
wrong. At some points I wanted to bloody kill myself.
But also then look what you taught others.
Yeah.
From, you know, Petra meeting you first, then I met you through Petra, and then we've all learnt, well, I've learnt everything from you.
Well, you've done your own homework on it.
Well, I didn't actually, I made her do everything, but just copied and paste.
You've just been able to talk to me about it, and we've been able to, obviously,
because like I said,
but you are, obviously I've known the longest, and you are a completely different person.
yeah, totally.
To 10, even to 5 years ago.
Yep, totally different.
Yeah.
And I'll be a very different person from tomorrow.
And that's the thing, when people think they're stuck, and you realise how much you can grow and change. That's why when someone turns around and goes, oh well, they've always been like that, or you know, there's no helping them, I'm always like, no, don't ever give up on yourself or anyone, because as soon as that flips there, that trip flips, that's it, that person's changed forever, haven't they?
Yeah.
So you can't give up hope on yourself or anyone.
No, you shouldn't.
Ever.
And it's amazing what things, you know, like when you start to change and think in a different way, like I said, doors will open up in a different way for you, won't they? You know, you're going to meet new people, new things, new interests, new hobbies, new whatever, and it totally changes your life. Tomorrow, I'm buying myself a selfie stick, and tomorrow I'm out there and I'm going to rock it.
Good.
I've been told many times to do this, and actually
Tomorrow's the day.
tomorrow is the day. I'm going to, after the gym, run to the shops, get what I need to do, and I'm out there and I'm starting this from tomorrow.
Whoa.
Brilliant. We're looking forward to it.
Watch the space. Lady T's out there.
Was that what you're going to call yourself?
Yeah.
I think you should.
Yeah, Lady T. Or Tea Lady.
Tea lady.
Yeah.
My car doesn't recognise if I say call Lady T. It says I'm calling the Tea Lady.
No, I do prefer Lady T though. But no, it's amazing though where we've all come, and you.
Oh, we didn't say why Wendy's not here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Wendy's not here tonight.
She's
You can see that.
Sorry.
She's poorly. We're missing you, End.
Yeah.
If you watch this.
Oh,
yeah,
she'll be
she's
here next
poorly.
week.
She will be back. Back on it.
Yeah, bless her. But yeah, but look at how you've grown though, because you're doing all the Wednesday night things, and I mean you're busy with all your spiritual world and everything.
Although I knew I was spiritual, I didn't know anything about a journey or an awakening, and I was asked to join a circle, and spoke to my friend who's a medium, who we had on here, Jane, and she said, yeah, if you've been asked to join, you should join. It's really hard to get in. And at first I thought, I don't know anything, they all know so much, I'm rubbish and I can't do this and I can't do that, but you soon do learn that you can.
Yeah. I remember when I joined it and they're talking about chakras and all of that. I was like, what the fuck is a chakra?
For weeks, I had to keep my eyes open and look at the notice on the door to check which
Did
one.
you say it's a chakra thing you get at the pub?
That's a shot.
But no, chakras are good. I like chakras.
I mean, if you do work on your chakras,
it unblocks. Yeah, you get lots of blockages with your chakra. Yeah.
You can have absolutely amazing experiences if you do chakra work. And if you had said this to me 5 years ago, I would have gone, really?
Yeah. I do a lot of work on the chakras, and again, everyone I'm talking to, it's like, oh, what crystal have you got now? And we're talking about not what handbag you brought or what jacket you brought. It's you got that crystal. Oh, really? God, I'm so jealous. So it's talking about crystals now. But also before we met up, we talked about the year, the Chinese New Year. So last year,
Which is
was the year of the snake.
so it's February, it changes. So February would be the year of the horse. So yes, we're in still the year of the snake, where it's shedding the skin. Year of the horse, galloping in, and new beginnings, isn't it? And going for it. Don't just sit there and think, should I do it? Just go for it.
Yeah,
horse is really powerful as well, isn't it?
It's why not? You shed the skin. You've got it's new beginnings. Actually,
I think it's go and do your research about it, because it is quite interesting. Astrology, a lot of people think, Mystic Meg shit, but there is so much. There is so much to it. When you go to someone who really, obviously, you have your general ones that they do like in the paper, and you sort of think, like, how can every Virgo be experiencing that or whatever it is? But you can actually get people who are professionals in it, and
because a Virgo's not just a Virgo, is it? Can be a Virgo with a
rising.
But it depends on what time you're born, what date.
Rising moon. Right. Actually, it was a wolf moon the other night.
Oh no.
That was a good
It
one.
was an amazing moon, absolutely beautiful.
It was, but I find it's quite interesting how when you look into it, you think, oh bloody hell, that's so accurate. Especially if you get a real personalised one, where they have your name, your date of birth.
But that one I played a bit of to you, that was all to do with numbers and that.
Do you find though on your phone, like when you start like Googling stuff or researching stuff, and then things keep coming up on your phone, like I got to say a message from the universe, what you're going to receive, blessings. I get this like every day, and I think as soon as you put something in, so every day I wake up to a message from the universe.
Yeah, but your phone knows what you're looking at.
Of course. But I think it's quite nice, because you start off, one day very soon.
It's better than all those topless men you used to look at before.
Oh no, I still do. I do that after. I do that after. After
Have a
Wordle.
bit of eye candy to keep you going.
Yeah, after Wordle. Then I look at the eye candy, and then I look at the message from the universe. I do it in that order. And then I check the chat, see how many pencils Taryn's got. So you've had a few the other day though, didn't you?
4.
Was it 4? Yeah. I can't. Yeah. 4 of them.
So Taryn puts out, and I always just put ha 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 ha. There's a while to the ha ha's. But yeah, I think this is nice, because then it starts you off on a positive note.
It gets your mindset right, doesn't it?
Mindset.
But the thing is,
angel numbers. That got that the other day.
Your vibration and frequency is just like an algorithm on TikTok or whatever it is. So if you, however it is you're feeling, is what you're attracting in. You wouldn't see that, because people who are feeling really negative, that won't come up. It won't come into their algorithm.
They won't even get Wordle if they're negative, I tell you.
They definitely won't get in on our chat.
No, we block people like that.
Yeah. So it's you've got to see yourself as a little algorithm. So if stuff starts popping up that you think, you'll realise you're thinking of. Honestly, it freaks me out.
One of the ladies I work with, she's a crystal healer and does all Reiki, whatever. great, really. And I said to her, God, negative people draining. She went, oh yeah. She said, they feed off you. So she said, block them straight away. Anyone negative, don't have anything to do with them. She said, they just sap your energy, and they do.
Mood hoover.
Yeah. So she said, no, just straight away. She said, they feed off you, and you don't need that. Just kindly walk away.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And protect yourself.
Yes.
As long as you're doing it from a place of, I can see where you're at, I can see what filters you're looking at life through, and I sincerely send you love, like sincerely send you love.
Yeah.
Because if it's done from judgment, they just keep coming back at you. Because the whole point is you're meant to learn to
Have empathy.
have empathy, because you gotta realise that their soul is the same as your soul. It's come from the same place, yeah? The universe or whatever.
Yeah,
But they are still part of the same ocean as you are. They just
they're in a different cup.
Yeah, in a different cup, looking at life through different filters due to their life experiences. So if they're always around really negative people and they watch the news and they really get absorbed in all that drama and toxic stuff, that's the only filter they can see through. And what as far as I'm concerned, our job is to show them that there's an option to look through a different lens. You know what I mean? And be that example rather than...
Yeah.
And even though, our lives aren't perfect in any way, shape or form, it's being able to go, it's okay that it's not perfect. And it's okay that you're growing. And don't judge yourself, as far that's what I sort of think. So you've got to protect yourself from them.
Of course.
But also be able to go, there is another way if you want. And if they don't want, crack on, keep looking at it from that lens.
Yeah.
Because as soon as the judgment comes in, you're in the same place as they are. You can't help them because you match them energetically.
Yeah. No, you've got to keep show empathy, but keep going and keep positive.
Yeah, and allowing yourself to be able to be strong enough. Yeah.
And 2026 is going to be a bloody good year.
It is going to be amazing, yeah.
And everyone is saying this. So, here's to
some
2026.
2026.
And may the podcasting just go bigger and bigger. And we're here to help everyone. And the feedback we're getting now is...
to share.
Yeah, and it's great because everyone says, we really like now, we're getting, we love listening to you each week. And it's good
I've
for
had
them.
messages saying, where's your podcast this week?
Yeah,
When we're doing late. And we haven't done one for
2 weeks.
2 weeks
Yeah.
because of
Taryn's fault.
Jesus' birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We had to celebrate Jesus' birthday.
Yeah.
And next week's my birthday.
Is it? What date?
12th.
12th. Oh, okay. We'll have to do something to celebrate that then.
Yeah.
It's on the
It'll be
Thursday.
celebrated for about another 6 months.
Whenever we go out for dinner, she tells the restaurant it's her birthday and gets a candle and cake, and we all have to sing to her.
Yeah.
We go to the same restaurant a couple of times
And
a
they
year.
haven't clocked on that they've done it 3 times at different points throughout the year. Happy birthday!
Yeah. 10 o'clock on Monday.
They're like, bloody hell, I only saw you here with another group of ladies.
Oh, bless.
But it's all fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Anything more anyone needs to say, or?
I just think that I'm very, very optimistic about this year. I really do think that this year is going to be a lot, there's going to be a lot of going on, a lot of nice stuff, a lot of nice changes, a lot of people seeing the light, a lot of people opening their eyes and being aware, and I think there's going to be some aliens.
We'll talk about that another time. We might have some little people visiting, which was fun. I think that the whole of humanity are awakening and not to be scared really, and know that there's more to you than just what your mind's telling you. That to me is the most, because once you realise that, your life changes.
I mean, during our times together, we've talked about some pretty blow your mind stuff, haven't we? That even at the moment, I can't get my head round. Can you get your head round it all? There's lots that is really.
Still.
I want to be. Oh yeah. I get that 100%, but I don't. I struggle with a lot of it because of so many years of being programmed differently.
Yeah,
It's really hard to change. It's really hard to see.
But then all of a sudden it just then clicks into place, doesn't it? You know,
and you think about it, or I think about it at funny times during the day. I was going down those outside stairs today and I was thinking, what is it that's talking in my head? Because it's not me. And it's just like, oh yeah. And you think about it.
You're listening to it.
Yeah.
I put a post up today actually on have you got it on your social media? On your Facebook, Charlotte?
I've had a busy day. I'll check later.
So I was going to read it out. Obviously, my phone's up there. So,
Let's have a look.
see if you've got
Is
it
it on your Facebook?
Yeah. And it's so true because as soon as you realise that little voice in your head isn't you, you can stop listening to it.
You can.
It's not.
Sometimes it's
that
still
easy,
loud.
but as you realise and more, you think, what is that voice?
Yeah.
Can you remember when you first heard it?
Yeah.
And you're like,
That was a good one you found.
This was maybe as strong as
Put a funny thing up there. I put that one with your nice hat.
that's a nice
I'm
hat.
a Russian girl.
Is that no? That's all I've got.
Oh, it must be on my TikTok then. It must be on my TikTok. You can show them that. So if you ever want to find me on social media, I'm Tara Bryan, or it's Found Within.
Look, there it is.
To show the
Yeah. Can you see that?
So it's a man with a suit on, with a really tight suit and a button that's just hanging
About
on
to
in
pop.
there, and it says
This week, may you be as strong as that button.
This is quite a good one.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It must be on my
I
TikTok
want
anyway.
you to send that to me, Char.
Will do.
But it's
Go on and do it now.
the post that I put up. It must be on my TikTok, and basically what it's saying is the voice that you're listening to, that you're talking to, like who's listening to it. Think about it. Like seriously, sit there and think who's. And what part of you is listening to the voice?
But also, what part of you speaking the voice? Because you can't speak.
Absolutely.
You aren't speaking it like I'm speaking now.
Yeah.
It's in your head, but there's no voice box in your head to say
No.
it.
So you're talking
The
it.
more
you're
you
hearing
think about it, the harder it is to think about at first.
But the part of you that's listening to the voice, that's your soul. And that's where the things change. Your soul goes, oh, what's that voice saying? That's not even true. That's not true about me. And that's where you heal from shame and guilt and all of those things. And you're like, bloody hell, that's been saying that to me my whole life. That's why my circumstances have been this. That's why they turn around and say that's how you create your reality. Because whatever vibration you're holding is what you're seeing in your environment. Because your eyes are just the lenses that witness your environment around you, but it's your vibration and frequency that creates it for you to witness it. Your eyes aren't creating it, are they? They're just witnessing it. And then when you start to really think about that, you're like,
It is blow your mind stuff.
it does blow your mind.
But the more you think about it, the more you get your head around it.
Yeah. And then you realise, oh my God, I can change this.
Even meditation is different now.
Yeah.
Totally different.
How are you finding it now?
Well, before I used to go like up, down there. Now it's just
Calm.
I'm calm.
Yeah.
And I'm like floating. There's no movement. It's very surreal, very calm.
Can you remember, I'm sure it was with you that we were doing the group with, and you were saying about your mind's just like going crazy, and I said to you, you kept seeing all these things, and I said to you, that's your mind creating it, because your mind doesn't do stillness. Your mind isn't created to have stillness. It's your soul that's still, And then you quietened your mind down enough to feel and sense your soul and see the world through your soul.
Yeah, and now it's just when I meditate now, it's so calm.
It's
You know,
lovely,
And
isn't it?
easy to get there as well.
yeah, I'm there. I'm sort of like, close your eyes and you're there, and it's all peaceful. You're floating. Okay, yeah, you might see a few silhouettes or a few sort of people, but nothing like, I was going up, down, you know,
Yeah.
and it'd be like, whoa.
But that's your mind trying to stay in control
Yeah.
of your environment because
Now
it doesn't know how to stay
peace.
quiet.
And I love retracting. I just love the calmness.
Yeah,
So
whereas the old you would have had a minute and you'd think, oh, I'll go and talk to them, or I'll go and do
Yeah.
that, or I'll go and do that.
Now I'm just calm and peace.
It's
So
so
retract.
nice, isn't it?
And I
love it.
Yeah, because inner peace. That's what it is.
It's
And-
so nice.
And then, you know, like I said, you know, when people keep coming up to me and they say, we haven't seen you, I said, well, put 45k in my account and you see me. And they don't know what to say to that. And
You haven't done it though.
no one's done it. But it's like, laugh it, yeah, because no, if you can't, you know, through circumstances, people can't see you. So, yeah, and I used to get that a lot, and then try and please people by, yeah, all right, I'll get round after, you know, and I'll be rushing and just please, and no more.
No, you
No.
didn't. Self-love
I'm
is the
pleasing
best thing.
myself. I'm doing stuff for me instead of doing everything for everyone else, and it stopped. And actually, it stopped a little while ago. So no offence to anyone, but yeah, stick a million in my account and you'll see me.
Oh, it's gone up.
Yeah, it's going up day by day. 1.5 million tomorrow.
All right,
2
is there
million by
anything
Friday.
else that anyone wants to share?
No, it's been lovely all getting together
It's
again.
so nice to see each other again.
And wish Wendy well.
Yeah, Wendy will be back here next week. So if you're watching this and you're not following us, please do subscribe and share it with people who might take something from it. So, toodaloo. Oh,
Oh,
there's the dinger. We're done.
bye. Till next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.